In the previous video, we've seen how to use the advanced search to search for specific nodes. In this video, we will look at how we can query both node and connections. Going back to our previous query, we already have a query for the source node. What we need next is to connect the with connection to node block. Here it is. So this block needs two information: the connection parameters and the target node filters. So we could start by doing a very simple query. Starting from our first clause, we will look at any connection to any other node type. Let's run this. So here we can see quite a few connections, a lot around Donald Trump, and a few here and there. So this is a way we can quickly get a sense of all the information on all the knowledge available around certain nodes. But obviously, the whole advantage of having our advanced query is that we can customize those queries further. So typically, we could define the sort of target nodes we're interested in. And here we could say only limit connection to entities. And if we click this bottom, it will also look for all entity subclasses. We can do the same with items. And again, look for all subclasses of items. And for the connection, we can specify either a specific type or category of connection. So we could have functional, and again here we can add as many values as we want. Here we go. So effectively here we'll ask the system to look for all individuals that are either male or females and that have a type of either politician or media personality, with those categories of connection, analytical, mechanical, functional, to nodes that are either item or subclasses of item or entities or subclasses of entities. And let's run this. And now we see a much smaller network because it's a much constrained set of parameters. So that's a typical way you can start running complex queries, looking at both nodes parameters and connection parameters. And just like for nodes, you can search connection based on their properties. For instance, for a case study I recently did on the mitigation measures set by the state to mitigate the current pandemic, I captured information about the start and end date of the various measures in the connections. So here I've already mapped all the policies that I've identified, and now I'm going to use my advanced search to look for connection between those policies and any countries or international organization with a specific type of connection, so enacted or support, and then with a specific properties. So here we're looking for all the connections, say before mid-February. So this way we will see how many countries have implemented what measures by mid-February, and we can display the result. So we can see a few countries here, quite a few countries have implemented social distancing, and then we can amend those properties to say mid-April and see how the network evolve. And now we can see more countries enacting more policies, and all of a sudden the graph start changing. So this is a great way of leveraging connections properties to fine-tune your analysis. Also, you may have noticed that here you can save your queries. So if you're happy with this query, save it. Here, and it will be available to load any time.